Great. So let's go over your routine. Okay? You should be prospecting every day. Okay? So you do an hour to 2 hours a day, 6 days a week, you're getting 10 to 12 hours of prospecting. You can do a lot in that time, right? If you don't know what to do, start looking stuff up on the MLS. Expireds and canceleds. Put some flyers together. Put some postcards together. I've been doing expireds and canceled. Hasn't been working really well. I'm working with DLP to fix our approach because first quarter I had one listing, second quarter I haven't had any yet. So we're going to change that a little bit. But that's something we do every day. Maybe you have, like for me, I have an 11 a.m. rule. I stop prospecting by 11. So if I get my morning off to a late start, and it's 9:30 or 10 o'clock, I'm going to get a half hour in, go through my emails, and then I'm on to my next day. And tomorrow, maybe I'll try to squeeze an hour and a half. But here's the thing, is don't kill yourself. Don't think like, I was supposed to do an hour today and I didn't, so tomorrow I have to do 2. No, tomorrow you still have to just do an hour. Right? Just get in a routine of where you're trying to be somewhat productive. Now, if you go 3 or 4 days in a row and it's not working, then you have to reevaluate your routine. Right? You have to think of this like as a McDonald's or a Starbucks or another franchise. Right? They have the same routine every day. They come in, they clean the floors, they prep for the day, people come in, and that needs to be their routine, that needs to be your routine. Right? Very simple. Like I try to wake up really early, some days it works, some days it doesn't. The days it doesn't work, I used to kill myself over it, and that would just make me sleep in more the next day. Now that it's just like, okay, it is what it is, I'm gonna do the best of what I got today, and try to be tomorrow, start off and get off to a better start. If any of you are early risers, there's no doubt, when you wake up early, you get work started, you feel so much better as the day goes on. You're not chasing the day, you're not stressing out, things are done in time. So that's a huge recommendation, I think, is wake up early, but not everybody are morning people. Okay, so when we're talking prospecting, I'm also using the word marketing the same. Okay, one and the same. Okay. Maybe you have 11 to 2 every day, where you just leave for paperwork, showings, whatever. You don't schedule anything for that, so that way if somebody comes in or somebody calls you, you're more available. Right? I try to do 10 to 2, where I can usually get my prospecting done by then. If not, I'll carry it over the next day, but it's usually the time I try to leave. Like one thing I'm doing right now, because we're not doing a real good job at with our rental listings and getting people to get in the leads and getting people out there to see them, more on like the lower end stuff. So what I do is I just take 5 days and I just accumulate a bunch of leads, and I just tell people, like I pick a day, like today at 1:30 I'm going to Hazelwood. And for 5 days, all those leads on Hazelwood that nobody wants to show, I just tell people, I'm going to be there from 1:30 to 2 o'clock on Thursday. If you can make it, come by, and I'd love to show you the house, right? It works like, I don't want to say a charm, but it works really, really well, right? Because out of 12 people, I'm going to get 3, and out of those 3, almost likely somebody's going to submit an application, right? So, again, that's a half hour of my time, where I'm going to be prospecting, or not prospecting, I'm going to be doing a showing, but I've done it on my schedule, not like, oh, I'm there at 1:30, and then I'm back at 3, and then I'm there at 5:30. That's going to kill you. And I will tell you, these smaller rentals get tons of traffic. It's not unlikely that we have 50, 60 leads on these things. So if you set 2 or 3 appointments, this is the second time I've done it. I already have an application off. I had 2 applications last time. The one lady was Section 8, so she didn't get approved. The other people just applied again last night, and then I have one today. So I know it's not much, but it's a great use of my time. It's 30 minutes, right? So even when you get to the higher price ones, if you get 1 or 2 people there at the same time, it just helps you block out your time, and you're not running around town feeling like you're going crazy. All right. You are not a firefighter. There are no fires on there's no burning buildings that you have to take care of. Our job is not of immediate concern or immediate necessity for everything. Occasionally things come up, right? When you get close to closing, there might be a dispute or a fight, that's different. But from the day you open escrow to the day you close, not everything is super urgent, right? So don't let other agents make everything a big giant urgency. Pace yourself, right? Don't, I get people that will call like, oh, you haven't given me this, and it's due today, and I'll have it. I'm like, it's 9:30 in the morning. Why are you freaking out? Well, because I have to have it today. I know you have to have it today. You know you have to have it today, so why are you calling? This always happens to me on BINSRs that we approved what the seller's gonna do. Right? I'm like, we gave you the list of repairs. This just happened. We give you the list of repairs. You decide that you're gonna fix everything on the list. Why would we not accept that? Well, we don't want to do anything until we know you're gonna accept it. Okay, then I'm gonna make you wait 8 more hours because you're such an idiot, right? It's not, nothing is that urgent. This helps you guys manage your time better, right? When you go over your DIAs, yes, if paperwork's due that day, it's due that day. Get your prospecting done by 11, the very next thing you do is your paperwork. By noon, you're done, everything's out, signed, super easy. Any questions on any of this? It seems pretty easy. You'd be surprised how many times I have agents that are freaking out. Like, oh my gosh, BINSR's due today, and I haven't seen it from the other side. First of all, call the other side before you call me. Second of all, relax. They got to the end of the day. Getting stressed out. Here's another thing. Don't share information with your clients till you exactly know what it is. Somebody calls you and says, hey, I'm gonna have the BINSR for you today, and there's not that much on it. Don't immediately call your client. Go, I'm getting the BINSR today, there's not much on it, right? Yeah, that could be one item. Replace the entire roof. $15,000, but there isn't much on it. And then you have to go to your seller and go, oh, well here, so we just had that incident happen last week. So until you see it in writing, here's another thing. If you get the BINSR, you don't have to immediately call your client. And don't go over the BINSR on the phone with the client. Get the BINSR, review it, process in your mind how you want to explain it to them, so that way you alleviate a lot of their stress and their concerns. It just makes your life so much easier, right? Anytime you're reading it off your computer screen and you're on the phone with the client, you run the risk of going, oh, there's not much here. Oh, repair the roof or replace the roof. You're like, oh. And now they're freaking out. So what I do is I say, hey, good news, bad news, but you have a plan. You go, here's my plan. Let's give them $3,500 more in closing costs and be done with it. We won't do anything. At least you have a plan, because this is what clients like. They don't mind when the shit hits the fan. They just mind when everybody's freaking out and nobody has an idea what to do. That's your job. Your job is to be the one that says, okay, here's the crazy stuff, but here's what we want to do. And so we're just going to focus on the answer. We're not focusing on the problem. Does that make sense? Take stress out of your life. It's so much easier that way. Okay?